Nigerian politics never stays quiet for too long. Just when you think the dust has settled, another political storm starts brewing. And one of the biggest political stories recently is the failed talks between Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and the All Progressives Congress.
At some point, many people believed Kwankwaso joining the APC was almost guaranteed. There were meetings. There were back-channel discussions. There was plenty of speculation. But instead of a defection, what we got was a complete collapse. And the reason? Unrealistic demands.
Let's take a step back. Kwankwaso isn't just another politician. He's a former Kano State governor, a former presidential candidate, and the leader of the Kwankwasiyya movement. That alone gives him real grassroots influence, especially in Kano and parts of northern Nigeria.
Which is exactly why the APC opened talks. Bringing Kwankwaso on board would collapse the NNPP, reduce opposition strength in Kano, and reshape the 2027 political equation. On paper, it made sense. But politics is never just about paper.
So where did things go wrong?
According to multiple reports, Kwankwaso didn't come to negotiate small. He came with big expectations, very big ones.
Like control.
Exactly. Significant influence over APC's national party structure. Some insiders say as much as 20%. And that was just the beginning. There were also expectations of a guaranteed vice presidential slot, either immediately or in a future election. Plus, long-term political assurances stretching all the way to 2031.
At that point, this wasn't a defection anymore. It was starting to look like a political takeover. It looked like he wants to come and hijack the party.
Inside the APC, these demands were seen as too much and overwhelming. It was considered to be ridiculous. He was seen to be practically overestimating himself.
Kwankwaso's leverage wasn't as strong as it used to be.
Exactly. Internal problems within the NNPP has already weakened his position. There were tensions. There were disagreements. There were quiet defections. And once APC noticed that, they adjusted their strategy.
Instead of negotiating harder, they simply walked away and shifted their focus on his political godson, who is the current governor of Kano State.
Ironically, the collapse of these talks hurt Kwankwaso more than it hurt the APC.
Speculation about NNPP defections increased. His image as a kingmaker took a hit. Then, the eventual biggest blow for him was the defection of his political godson to the APC. What was meant to show strength ended up exposing his limitations.
In Nigerian politics, perception is power, and in this case, the perception shifted.
So what does this mean heading into the 2027 elections?
For the APC, the message is clear. Defections happen on the party's terms, on Tinubu's terms, not on individual ambition. This must also send a clear message to the defecting governors and National Assembly members. They might end up losing their political leverage ahead of the 2027 elections.